What's up, family? Let's get it. Happy Friday, happy Black History Month, happy Chinese New Year, all of it. Yes. What's up, people? Happy. Yes. Hey, Rodney. I need to get you up in here. What's up, kids? Yes. Come on. You guys feeling good? Hey, Tina. Yes. Happy everything. Hope you guys are doing good. Hey, Ted. Oh, thank you. Yes. Artwork. Right? I'll tell you about that in a second. Thank you for that. Thank you. Welcome. Come on, kids. Oh, my earring is twisted. Come on in the room. We got a good one today. Yes. I'm so excited. Okay. Black history. Hey, Cousin Bay. Hey, JT. Awesome. Yes. Come on up in here. Yes. Lots to talk about today. Lots to share. Okay. Yes. The glasses and t-shirt match on today. Yes. Okay. The glasses and the t-shirt. And the green eyes. Okay. Matchy. Yes. Thank you guys for popping in. I hope you can stay the whole time, but if you can't, go back and watch it later. Yes. Welcome. Hey, Matthew. Come on, Green. Yes. Come on, kids. Let me turn this down just a little bit. Hey, Rebecca from Mind Leaps. How are you guys? I'm so excited today. There's so much going on today. Actually, I just want to shout out. This t-shirt is by my girl, Adina. Her t-shirt line is called Peep the Visuals, and the link to that is in my bio. Black-owned business. Yes. It's all about Black-owned today. But so much going on, and I just want to give some quick birthday shout-outs to my dear, amazing vocalist, queen diva friend, Joyce Yule. She's done one of my IG lives in the past, and she's living in Milan and living and singing and doing amazing things. So happy birthday to my girl, Joyce. You can find her music all over the internet, Joyce Yule. And also to my fellow Aquarian, well, not Aquarius, but another Aquarian, my boy Zane Booker, whose video of the two of us laughing hysterically I posted, I think, like 2 weeks ago. My Philadelphia brother, just an incredible force in the dance scene and the world, choreographer and producer himself, Zane Booker Productions. So shout outs, birthday shout outs. Yes. So I have an amazing guest today, but before I bring her in, today is, my first Friday for Black History Month, and I'm super excited about that. But of course, we celebrate 365 days of the year. So we're not just Black this month. Okay, so just had to point that out in case y'all forgot. But some amazing things came in the mail this week for me. I ordered this book. I'm so excited to share this incredible book for Dance Theater of Harlem. Yes. I had to order it. It's by Judy Tyrus and Paul Novosel. But it's an incredible book about the history, hey Kate, of the amazing, legendary, iconic dance company, Dance Theater of Harlem. And it's just, I can't wait to get into it. I mean, it's just filled with so much history and, the kids back in the day, just so much history about such a legacy company now being run by the incredible Virginia Johnson, but of course started by Arthur Mitchell, history-making Arthur Mitchell. And so, speaking of history, I've had this book forever, The Black Tradition in American Dance, right? Oh yes, Douglas, yes. Dance Theater of Harlem Douglas by Geoffrey Holder. But so this is Judith Jamison on the cover of this book. I've had this book forever in my library, and I'm not sure the year it was published. It's by Richard A. Long. However, yours truly appears on, what page is this? I can't even find the number. Anyway, in the book. And I'm in here with Philadelphia. Can you see me? I'm down there. Okay, just looking up into the heavens, right? So I'm just so proud to like be in a book. And so this chapter is on, local, national dance companies. And this chapter was on Philadelphia. And so, yes, that's me below with Tom Miles and Deanna Murphy. And we were in a pose from Jean Hill Sagon's Ritornello. So just to show you again, that's me right there. Yes, I'm in the history books, kids. And above us is the fabulous Evelyn Watkins. Okay, I'm always giving props and thanks to Evelyn Watkins because, again, she is the queen diva that mentioned to me that I should come and audition for Philadelphia all those many years ago, which started my professional career. So, you got to give the kids their flowers and their thanks and gratitude. But again, The Black Tradition in American Dance by Richard A. Long. I've had this book forever. So anyway, that's my little history. Another quick little thing. Last night, I ventured out to the theater for the first time this year to see a play. I've seen some dance, but I went to go see The Skeleton Crew. It's on Broadway, Felicia Rashad at the Samuel J. Friedman Theater. Felicia Rashad also featuring my friend, Adesela Sakalumi. And it's directed by Ruben Santiago Hudson, and it's written by Dominique Morisseau. So I'm not sure much longer it's playing on Broadway, but please go check it out. It is riveting. It is so moving, and it will just blow your mind. It's an incredible play. My girl Monique Martin invited me to go with her last night, and we had a great time. So, Skeleton Crew. And yes, so that leads me to, but before I forget, I'm sorry guys, thanks to everyone who has donated to our dear friend Nathan Trice and his GoFundMe. As many of you know, Nathan suffered a medical emergency 2 weeks ago, little less than 2 weeks ago, and the dance community and beyond stepped up, honey. And so we have all chipped in and donated. And Nathan, we are sending you our love and prayers for your healing and your quick recovery, and we are here for you. The link to the GoFundMe is in my bio, and I think they've almost hit the goal, but you can still donate if you can and if you like to. So please, prayers up for Nathan Trice, whose dance company Rituals I've presented a few times at Summer Stage, and he is amazing. Hey, Sekou! It's busy times. But yes, we love you, Nathan. So my guest today, I've never met her before, and she reached out to me over Instagram and said, hey, if I send you my book, would you just share it with your network? So I said to her, well, why don't you just come on and talk about the book yourself? So she did send me her book. I'm super excited. Let me just show you some photos of her. She's a queen. Look, come on, look at this queen. Miss Kiana Ebone is my guest today. Kiana Ebone, right? Just gorgeous. I mean, just fabulous. Wait, I love these pictures of her. Look at that skin. Oh, dude, that's gorgeous, right? Come on. You guys hear the siren? Listen, this is live. We are in New York City. Look at that beautiful, beautiful photo. So before I bring her on, I believe she is in the chat. She's ready to come on. Just want to give you a little background on Miss Kiana. 30-year-old dancer and entrepreneur born in my hometown, Philadelphia, but raised in the beautiful city of Baltimore, Maryland. She started dancing at just 3 years old, but truly it was in her DNA. After graduating high school, she went on to study dance at the illustrious Howard University, and through many strenuous days and injuries, she persevered and came out with a bachelor's in fine arts with a concentration in theater arts and dance. Growing up, she had aspirations to become a teacher like both her mother and father at the time. And in her sophomore year of college, she was granted the opportunity to assistant teach an after-school program at the Maya Angelou Public School in Washington, D.C. Yes! And it welded her two passions. Her dance journey found new meaning. It had purpose. Yes, I love that. Once graduating, Kiana went back to Baltimore and began teaching and mentoring throughout the city and has shared the love of dance with thousands of students. It's about the babies. Her hard work and dedication to the art form and the youth precedes her everywhere that she goes. In addition to the work she does as a teacher, Kiana continues to perform and choreograph. She started her own company, Kiana Ebone Dance Ensemble, in 2017, started Madam Lovely's Brunch series, joined Figure and Productions, Figure Eight Productions, excuse me, and starred in and choreographed the touring production Stirring the Waters Across America, which illuminates the civil rights movement. Her entrepreneurial spirit does not stop there. In the fall of 2021, Kiana released ABC Dance Like Me, which is a book. Right. ABC Dance Like Me. Come on, Kiana. A youth coloring and activity book that explores Black dancers of different genres. The book has been in production for many years, but she is excited to finally share it with the world. And I have a copy in my possession. It has truly been a blessing to explore life through such a creative lens and to use the art form of dance to change the world. And to quote Maya Angelou, you can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have. Yes! So without further ado, let me go see if I can bring her in and find her. Yes. Okay. Miss Kiana. I'm so excited. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, wait. I have to close out. Sorry. Let me... Hey.
Hi.
Come on, Queen. Come on, Queen Lovely.
Hi.
I mean, I'm like so nervous because, you know, most of the people I talk to, I've known for like years or just whatever, but this is our first time meeting. So this is awesome. And I'm so honored that you said yes and that you're here and you sent me your book and I've been looking through. I can't wait till I do wait, you guys, you don't understand, guys. This book is so adorable, even for children and adults. I mean, it has, you got word search. Okay. You can color in the book. It gives you like, right. And I love that you talk about everyone from like legendary dancers like Catherine Dunham, but also, you know, the current kids like, you know, Ingrid Silva from Dancing of Harlem, beautiful brown ballerina, you know, the Nicholas brothers. And so, guys, the link to this is in my bio. But first of all, how are you and where are you?
I am great. Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited. I'm in Baltimore. That's where I live. That's where I work. That's where my life happens right now, for now.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm in Baltimore.
Okay, come on, glasses. We're all giving the glasses down. Okay, and the nails. Wait, put the nails up. Put those nails up. Yes, nails. Meanwhile, I'm like... So thank you again for this. I'm super excited. And I love the fact that you were born in Philly. So how long did you live in Philly for?
I was just born there. My mom is from there. So she came home to have her baby, but she was a student at Morgan State University at the time. So I'm really like just born there, came to Baltimore, but my family's still there.
Oh, I love it. Oh, okay. So what part of Philly?
Well, now my grandparents are in Warminster. That's not where my mom grew up, but that's where they are now.
Yes, yes. So tell me about, so you started dancing at 3 years old. Tell me about your dance journey and, you know, were you like dancing around the house as a kid? Like, you know, how did your family know to like put you in dance school?
So my grandmother was a professional dancer. She was even one of James Brown's backup dancers. So literally in my DNA. Yes. I think I love to plug that because I think that's the coolest thing ever.
Yes.
That's so cool.
And so she must have been talented because, you know, James didn't play. James did not play.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Yes, that was my grandma.
Yeah.
My mom, she was a dancer as well. And so naturally they put me in dance and it just stuck. I tried to growing up. Like I played the drums, I played piano, guitar, everything, but dance was my thing. That was the one.
And when did you know, like when, you know, of course you loved it, but when did you know you were good?
That's a layered question.
Right.
When did I know I was good? I would say as an adult, honestly. Like I knew I was a dancer. I knew I was good at dancing, but I didn't know I was like what I am until like an adult. And I'm like, oh, I really am good. You know, like like people are like, oh my gosh, you did so good in the recital. And it's like, thank you. But you're young and it's just like, I did what I was supposed to do. But like now it's like, oh yeah, I am good. So it
Yeah.
happened as an adult.
Yeah. So what form of dance did you start in first?
Ballet and modern. I did
Hmm.
tap when I was really young as well. And then through the years, I've done everything. Literally, even belly dancing. Like, literally everything.
Someone just
Yeah.
wrote, she was great before age, then knew. So
Oh,
Queen Ofra, Jenny B.
thank you, Jenny B.
You got fans in the house. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Oh,
So you
thanks.
started with ballet. Were you, I mean, obviously you said your mom and your grandma were both dancers, which is, I think, amazing. Like my mother wanted to be a dancer, but she never got the chance to train professionally or
Mm-hmm.
even go and take classes. So I think she
Right.
lived through me my entire
Mm-hmm.
career, still does. But when you were younger, I mean, did you get to see dance? Like, I didn't really get to see a lot of dance performances when I was little, mostly from TV. But
Mm-hmm.
did you see dance a lot or on TV?
I saw it a lot on TV, but then when I started dancing with, I trained with Stephanie Powell most of my life. And
Yes! Stephanie
yes, so,
Powell!
yes, Miss Steph is plugged in literally everywhere. Everyone knows her.
Yes.
So, like, of course, she had us everywhere. She would take us to see Ellie, DTH, like anybody that was anywhere near. She would even drive us anywhere, you know? So, I didn't realize how blessed I was to have those opportunities until I
Mm.
became a teacher. And I realized, like, that's the thing that made me love dance so much, was being able to see the people that look like me on
Oh,
big stages. That was
yeah.
the thing. So
Yeah.
I got to see it a lot. My mom, she took me to see Lion King, and I was just like in love on Broadway. You know, that's the one. But
It
yeah, I was very
is.
blessed to see a lot of dance growing up. Yeah.
That's wonderful because I think your generation, you're 30 now, right? According to like your bio, you're like
Mm-hmm.
30. So I think your generation is
Yeah.
so fortunate. I mean, it's still lacking, but you guys, the Lion King and others, but for us growing
Mm-hmm.
up, and I've referenced this a lot, was The Wiz. And
Right.
so
Mm-hmm.
actually, crazy enough, last night, after I went to see Skeleton Crew's Felicia, my friend and I went across the street to this amazing, I can't remember the name of the bar, the Glass Tavern. Anyway, it's
Mm-hmm.
a little theater area restaurant. And this woman comes in, her name is Debbie, and she's like this long time usher on Broadway. And I mean, she looked amazing. So she didn't look like she was more than 45 years old, but she's probably older than that because the first show she ever ushered for in 1975 was The Wiz.
Oh
So,
wow. Wow.
and she's
So
still
cool.
ushering on Broadway, like a
Wow.
house
That
usher.
has to be fun. That has to
It
be a lot.
is. I really want to get her on my show so she can tell her stories
Yeah.
about seeing all these shows across
Mm-hmm.
generations and even how the face of Broadway has changed.
Right,
But it
right.
seems like this is a running theme, in your book and through your
Mm-hmm.
life is this idea of, and that's why I'm so glad you're on my first Black History show Friday. But
Yes.
Black excellence and
Mm-hmm.
showing, a different side, all the facets of us, because we're not a monolith and there's so many
Right.
things that we can be and are. And
Mm-hmm.
so tell me about that journey.
So for one, my parents are very pro-Black, and so were my grandparents. So like that was not even an option for me. So in second grade, I was getting skipped to the fourth grade. My parents didn't want that because I would have graduated high school at 16. So they put me
Mm.
into a private school, which was
Mm-hmm.
predominantly white.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and they made it their business to make sure anything that I did outside of school was Black. So I went to a dance school that was a Black dance school. I went to church with Black people. I didn't do Girl Scouts. I wanted to do Girl Scouts, but my mom couldn't find a Black Girl Scout to do that. But they were very, very intentional. We did a program called Dessert Club, which you study Black history for 2 years, and then at the end, you get to go to Egypt. So they were very intentional about making sure that I knew Black people come in all kind of variations.
Yeah.
So that was like, that has stuck with me my whole life. Even now, I have a business that I run with some of my college friends called Brilliance in Black. and our entire mission is promoting the positive things that Black people are doing. So
yes, I did. Yeah, that was in your bio, and I didn't read that
mm-hmm.
specifically because I was going to ask you about that. So
Yeah.
please share with us the impetus for that and the inspiration. I mean, it's a sad inspiration for it, but tell
Right.
us about that program. I saw one of your colleagues joined in.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom. So
Yeah.
yeah, about that.
So Brilliance in Black, our main goal is just to promote the positive things happening in the Black community, because we actually started up around the time that Freddie Gray happened, Mike Brown, all of that was going on. And we realized that it was just so much negativity being posted. Mm-hmm. And we were like, yes, we do need to know these things are happening, but we also need to see the positive, because what you intake is very important to your system, your entire body. So we had no plan to make up a business. Like, we just were best friends, and we were like, let's create a media outlet where you're just posting positive things. And it's taken off since then. So now our main focus is Black-owned businesses. So we host a festival called the Baltimore Black Wall Street Festival. All Black-owned vendors, Black DJ, like just Black brilliance, excellence all around. It's so much fun, and it's so positive. It makes you look it makes you look at the positive even in the negative situation. Because you have to find there's good in everything. Everything is duality. So even something that could be so negative, there's something in there that may spark. So even just how we began in heat, in fire. Like, it was just so much negativity going on, and we were like, okay, we got to be that spark to keep people going.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's Brilliance in Black.
Come on, y'all. Are you hearing this? Are you not hearing this? Lady, speak. Listen, I am so jazzed right now by you. I mean, I love all of that. And I love hearing it from a young person. I just love that.
Yes.
You know, and you know, I even this week I was like, I gotta turn the news off. I've been watching more things that just, especially after a long work day, I'm working from home. You know, it becomes too much. You know, we're still in this pandemic, and prayerfully we'll get out of it somehow soon. I don't know. Hey, Run Touchable, that's my boy Rodney from Philly, from Rennie Harris. Yeah, right, speaking that truth. Right, speaking that truth. And you know, even to your point about, you know, the happenings that we're seeing after George Floyd and, you know, Mike Brown and just all of it, Breonna Taylor, I was tasked with Summer Stage to come up with some virtual content, you know, since we couldn't do the in-person festival. And so it was extremely important to me. One of the first things that I did was I created a virtual program that focused on Black joy and innocence. And it featured Desmond Richardson from Complexions Ballet, and also Alvin Ailey, my former Alvin Ailey partner, current Ailey dancer, Miss Kalia Campbell, honey. But also I hired 2 young people, my girlfriend's son Donovan to be like young Desmond, and Gary Jeter's beautiful daughter Layla. Gary Jeter used to dance with Complexions and Ballet X. But anyway, so they were playing, like, you know, just their young selves, just playing. Yeah. You know, I just want to see Black kids be happy, be able to go outside and just play and kick a ball and smile and laugh, and not have to worry about, you know, police brutality or getting shot on the corner or, you know, fighting a needle. And it's just Black beautiful joy. And so that's been so even this series, like finding the joy in the midst of all of the craziness that we're facing in these days. Streets. So I applaud that. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah. And so do you guys also, you say you have DJs and there's performances, right?
Yep, we have singers, rappers, poets. We do a lot of business with poets in the area, helping them put on poetry shows and things like that as well. Like, our network is just so amazing. Like, we never have to go outside of our network for anything. And it's so dope because there's people doing everything. Like, no matter, you might need your carpets clean, you can find a Black owned carpet company. Like, whatever you want, it's there. You just got to search for it.
It's so true. It's so true. And so is it it's called, I'm sorry, Brilliance in Black?
Yes.
Okay. Can you people find that through your main website, Kiana Ebony, on your main
Yes.
website?
If you
It
go
links
to my
off to it.
website, there's a link to it. It's also in my bio, everywhere. If you see Kiana, you're going to see Brilliance in Black, because that's my baby.
Yes. So tell me too, because I'm always curious how people push through, and I mean, I've been very vocal about my career ending with injury. Can you tell me? Can we go back to early dancing and what injuries you suffered and how you fought back?
Yes. So in college, college years were tough. That was, even though I had danced my whole life, that was the most dancing that I did. We had class at 6:30 a.m. Then you have your regular academics, English, da 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 da, and then you go back to dance class at the end of the day. Then you have rehearsals that go until they are finished with us.
Wait. I'm sorry. Are you saying you had dance class at 6:30?
Yes, 6:30
Who was
a.m.
taking class?
Our modern class had to be earlier than any other general education classes. So it was before everything else.
I mean, you're still asleep at 6:30. That. I'm sorry. Is that like? Is that legal?
Tell me about it.
That doesn't even seem right.
It's not. It's really not. But we were young and just accepted it at the time.
Oh.
I think that it has changed since then.
I hope so.
Cause I think the younger generations were not with it. So I think that has changed. We were just like so happy to be dancing, like okay, but I think that changed.
So do you think? I mean, that kind of schedule. Was it like overuse injury? Did it lead to?
Yeah.
Mm.
I had tendonitis in my knees. Then it wasn't until my senior year, I used to have really bad back pains and I couldn't figure out what it was. Doctors couldn't figure out what it was. And then I went to a black doctor. This black doctor, everybody else, no one could figure it out. I go in there, I'm laying on the table. She's like, one of your legs is longer than the other. Just a little bit. So your pelvis is tilted. So everything's swollen. I don't know how you've been dancing. And
wow.
That explains everything. I've been going to all these doctors. No one knows. And here you are. She pulls out her little tape measure. She's like, yeah, that's it.
And how much off was it?
It's a very little bit. I don't remember.
But enough.
But enough for everything to just be a mess.
Wow.
So it was really, really tough. They had us, it was like 4 of us that used to go to physical therapy every week together, like mandated by our dance teachers, because we were like breaking down. And so, it was like, it wasn't good for our bodies. Like it was just too much. And so that fighting through that, because I didn't realize until then that I have a very high tolerance for pain. I don't like pain, but I have a very high tolerance for it. So I was going and dancing through it, which probably made it worse. But yeah, that was really tough.
Wow. And has it since self-corrected? Are you able to dance now without any pain?
Yeah, I don't really have much pain. I have your regular 30-year-old aches and pains. Which,
30. Oh, so old.
I don't know, 30, it just seems like the body moves differently now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not like it was then. So I really think it was the overuse of everything.
Yeah. I mean, really, 6:30 in the morning. Nobody doing nothing but maybe some stretching.
Yeah, literally. And it was like, if you're not there at 6:30, someone's calling to see where you are. Because there was no such thing as missing dance class. Unless you were like in the hospital, you could not miss dance class. So someone's on the phone like, where are you? We're running up the hill like, I'm on my way. I'm coming.
That's crazy. Wow. Yeah. So tell me about now starting your dance company.
Okay. So My dance company, I'm not doing it now. I just don't have the time because I teach so much. But
Yeah.
I gathered some friends and I was like, I really want to start this dance company. I just want to choreograph and I want to dance. I teach so much, I don't get to dance anymore. So we did that together. And the first performance we did was for Miss Stephanie Powell's, I think it was her 30th or 35th anniversary. She invited me to dance because she knew I started it. Of course, that's just who she is. And it was amazing. But time, it's not enough hours in the day. But one day I'm gonna bring it back.
Yes, I hope so too. I hope so too. So for now, you're just teaching mostly.
Yes.
And so tell me about teaching the kids. I love the kids. When I first started at Summer Stage, we did a lot more kids programming, and we had a whole kids division. And so, but me, even though I run the dance programming, before any of my dance performances, especially in the boroughs like the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, I'll have a free dance workshop on stage before the performance that anybody can take. It's all levels. It's just fun. It gets moving. And when I tell you,
I already know.
Some of those kids first of all, the parents will put the child on the stage, just leave them up there. You get the kids that get up there and start crying.
Yep.
Yeah. They don't want to be up there.
Yeah.
You get the kids that want to show out. And they don't want to do the routine. They just want to do their own little,
Yes. TikTok.
But I love the babies. Tell me about loving the babies.
So I teach everywhere, and it's very interesting because I get to teach dancers, like children that want to dance, parents sign them up. I get to teach them, and then I also get to teach students in middle school who have to take dance class. So it's very different. And it's like two different teachers. Like the teacher these students get is not the teacher these students get. These students are like, girl, who's doing that? And these students are like, okay, let's do 3. Let's try 12 turns. And they're like, you want me to stand on my toes? But it's a lot of fun. It's challenging. I teach, so I'm a full-time dance teacher in a middle school, Baltimore City Middle School. Then I also work at 3 dance studios in the area.
Wow.
I literally always teaching. Always teaching. But I love it. It's very challenging. It's a lot of fun. I love the challenge. Like I have to really dig into my creativity box with my middle school students because they're not used to it and they haven't seen a lot of professional dance or, performances. So I have to kind of like create something for them that's fun, but still technique. Yeah. So like sometimes they don't know they're getting the technique. Like right now we're doing African dance, West African dance, and they're like, oh, we do that in TikTok. And I'm like, yeah, but that's real. That's like, but it's interesting because especially in the middle school, a lot of it is building that respect for the art. Well, first, respect for the classroom and teachers and each other. That's the first step. And then the respect for the art form. Yeah. So
do you find, while you're saying this, it's making me think about, people's attention spans anymore. And do you find it like their attention spans, it's hard to just get them like focused?
Yes. Yes. Woo. Yes, it is. Today's last period, 7th grade class. And it was Friday. Yeah. It's a struggle. And they're so used to like 15-second, 30-second dance that only moves their arms. The legs don't move.
Right.
That's what they're so used to. And it's like, no, let's move the body. They also don't, like this generation, this year specifically has been the most challenging year because they've been home virtually. They've been on their couch. They don't really play sports. They don't play outside as much as they used
Right.
to. They don't want to get up. Like, they don't want to get
Mm.
out of the chair. And it's so backwards because usually my students are so excited that they get to get up. Like, I've been
Yeah.
sitting for 7 hours. I finally get 1 hour of class that I get to do something. No, these kids are like, you want me to do jumping jacks? And I'm like, yes.
Oh.
Like, get up and move. So this year has been the most interesting year because they've been at home, so you can't really blame them.
Yeah.
But it's like, come on, y'all can't be stuck on the couch forever. Like,
Yeah. We
so,
can't
yeah.
have a whole generation of sedentary kids.
Exactly. Yeah. So
Oh, that makes me sad.
hopefully COVID will kind of, die down, suppress, disappear, something that'll get them back into sports, and we can start back up, like having our basketball teams and things like that, because a lot of that is gone because they can't figure out a way to do it and still be 6 feet away,
Right. So, yeah. And the other thing that came up for me, speaking of TikTok and dance and video dance, even the stuff I see, I'm watching, and a lot of it seems like, maybe because I'm old now, I don't know, but like these classes in heels, class.
Yes.
It seems like, I should have on the thong and some pumps. I mean, so explain this to me as a 53-year-old former dancer with Albert Ailey. Explain heels class to me.
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, I'm not against it. I just feel like, right.
I think it's like,
is that what the girls want to do? They want to come into class and just be sexy all the time, or do they really want to learn how to, like, dance? I don't know how to say this without offending somebody, but
it's okay. Someone's gonna be.
It just concerns me that it's also super hyper, crazy sexual.
Yes.
And
I don't know what it is exactly. I don't know, because I think, I don't know. Like,
I mean, listen, I'm all about getting in touch with your sensuality. Like, yeah.
I feel like they don't see professional dance enough. Like, I don't know how to get it to them. All they see is this sexy dancing. Everybody wants to be a music video or no one wants to do concert dance anymore. And first of all, you need the technique. If you want to be a video vixen, fine, but you still need the technique. Because if you got to turn, you're going to fall if you don't know how to pull up. Like, so it's like, they just don't get that part. They just, like, everything is just right there. But even the students that are in dance classes, like those who are signed up, you don't see or hear as much that they want to do professional concert. And I don't know if it's just because they're not exposed. Like, I was so excited. Listen, Megan Thee Stallion, she did like an ode to the Nicholas brothers in her Grammys performance. Yes. Oh my God, like, I immediately knew what that was, but my students didn't. They just thought she had some dancers tapping, and I was like, no, Nicholas brothers, like, this is history, guys. Like, so I don't know, maybe if we have more of that, I don't know.
It's hard because, even when you think about going to see dance and who goes to see dance and really trying to, I mean, this is so great for me to hear, because as a presenter, I need to know how to reach those audiences. And you're right. It's about how do they see it? They have to see it, and maybe attract them. And so if all they're seeing is what's on their phone, these TikTok and these quick, fun videos, how do we get them into the audience? How do we build these new audiences for concert dance, like Alvin Ailey and Camille A. Brown and Kyle,
right. What I love,
don't know how to do that.
At the beginning of the pandemic sometime, Ailey, the company, they did like a virtual video where everybody was doing the same choreography, but they were in their living rooms or, you know, their dining room, whatever. Yeah. And then they put the video together, and that went viral, and that was really, really cool. So I think we just have to, as like, you know, professional dancer, we have to stay in the mix. Like, we gotta stay with the times. Like, we can't on stage. Like, make a TikTok. And there are some people on TikTok that are like, you know, teaching a perfect concept and things like that. I think that is really, really important because they need the exposure.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's brilliant. I think what Ailey did, especially, and a lot of companies, but what Ailey did was brilliant. I am proud to say I was actually, I think this was during the beginning of the pandemic, 2020, that May. I was part of one of their virtual programs. They did a compilation of women, former Ailey dancers and current Ailey dancers that do Cry, the solo.
Oh, yes. Did
you see that?
Yes. Oh, my gosh. Yes. That was
okay, girl, that was me on the roof.
Yes.
When I tell you, though, my friend Nuwan Wilson had to convince me to do it because when I was first asked to do it by Hope Boykin, she reached out to me. She was like, "Dan, they want you to do this thing." I was like, "I haven't danced in 25 years. It's going to be horrible. I'm fat." I mean, it was like all things, right? And so my friend Dewan was like, "If you don't do this, you're going to regret it for the rest of your life." And he was so right. I was like, "Let me do this." But when I tell you I cannot walk for the rest of that week. And it was just the first section, which is always kind of slow. But you know, I think they were really brilliant in how they put it together. But they have a marketing machine behind them. They have a marketing machine and dollars. And so I feel like even for myself, and you know, you really have to stay in the mix. You're so right. Yes. So some of these companies that are kind of falling behind, you gotta stay with tried and true. You're going to get left behind.
Yeah, you got to get some young folk on the team. That's really what it is, because they know what's in.
That's why I love talking to young people.
Yeah.
You have to. Wait, someone left a comment. Let me just make sure I'm honoring. You definitely need technique to do the heels choreo of Aisha Francis, Yanis Marshall. Marshall. I think I'm saying his name right. And so many other choreographers. So, baby, it's all about the technique, right? Because you got to be able to pull up, you can squat down.
Exactly.
No, but honestly, I actually just joined TikTok, and at first I was like, "Oh, do I really want to do this?" I mean, you know, because when you're on social media, as I'm sure you know, it's like having a full part-time, full-time job if you really want to get some traction. But I'm actually enjoying getting used to it. I still need to learn how to use it, but like I've been having fun posting some Black History Month stuff.
Yeah.
And my little voiceovers.
And the reels, it's a whole nother job. And I'm always like watching people's lives and things like that who give tips, and I'm like, ooh, okay, because it's like you really have to, like I said, stay in the mix. Because we were posting for Brilliance and Black, we're posting reels like with songs that we like, and we're like, we got 5 likes, and it's like, no, you got to put the song that's trending up, and I'm like, oh, you got to do it like
yes. It's a
whole thing.
I was like, I hope I can get like a little money. So for me, you know, like I've been really loving doing these Instagram lives, and you know, most of the time we get like, you know, anywhere from 150 to 200 people tuning in throughout the hour. And it's great, right? Just me, myself, and I in my living room. If you could see my little setup, you would crack up, but it's like a mess. But you know, but it's been getting some traction, and you know, but I really want to build it out. But to do that, you need help, you need support. And so I'm hoping at some point this spring or even early summer, maybe I can get an intern, get some grant money to actually like build it out. But it's almost 6 o'clock. So before I forget, I don't want to lose sight of why we came together to talk about your book. Talk us through the book and how it became a thing.
So, ABC Dance Like Me, woo! So like I was saying earlier about realizing how blessed I was to have the experiences that I had with Miss Stephanie. Like I got to train with so many people that at the time it was just like, okay, Miss Linda's coming in to teach it. It was like, cool, we love Miss Linda, but like
Oh, Linda Denise?
Yes, yes,
Ooh,
yes, yes.
Miss
But
Linda Denise.
like,
Oh,
yeah, she is.
she
Okay,
is not to be played with,
still,
honey.
okay, still to this day. But I didn't realize, one, I didn't realize that that wasn't normal. Like, I didn't realize that wasn't everybody's truth. Like, I thought she would go to everybody's studio, you know? And once I got older and became a teacher and was at other studios, and I'm like, oh, this is not the norm. So I realized like a lot of my students didn't know any companies or dancers outside of Alvin Ailey. And for me, that just wasn't sitting right in my spirit. And so I'm like, I need to create something because I don't necessarily have the funds or the connections to bring these people in to our studios, but I need to create something so that they know like their history. I never liked history growing up. That was actually my least favorite subject, which is funny because my dad was a history major. But I never really liked history because what I was learning really, to me, did not concern me as a Black woman. And so as I got older, and like I was saying, we had that Black History study group that we were in. Like that's when I was like, oh, like this is it. This is what I'm looking for. And I just realized how important it is for our students to know how they even got to where they are. Like there would be no there would be no us dancing on these stages, having these dance studios without all of these people that came before us.
Yes.
So I knew I didn't want to make like a regular, like just textbook history book because I wanted it to be interactive. I'm artsy. So I came with ABC Dance Like Me, a coloring book. Originally, it wasn't going to be a coloring book. It was just going to be like a children's book, colorful. And then there was like this time where all these adult coloring books became like a big thing. And I loved it. My mom loved them. Like, so I was like, oh, this is the way, coloring book. So I did that. And I was working on it for a while because I am definitely, I guess, like a moody type of person. Like I have to be in the mood for it. So it was one day that I'm like, oh yeah, and I'm gonna do this, and then I do it, and then I'd be like, huh, I'm not really feeling it. I'll come back to it. But you know, eventually I pressed down and I did it. I went through like multiple illustrators, but then I just was like, I know how to draw. Like I'm not the greatest artist, but I know how to draw. So just like do it yourself. I wanted it to all be mine. Like so did the research, lots of research, and I found a Black publishing company, actually somebody that I went to college with.
Really?
Yeah. She started her own publishing company like right before I was, like right as I was looking for one. And I was like, let's do it. Like, let's do it. Search is over. Let's do it. And she walked me through, And
that's Sakaya's Corner?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. She changed it though. It's now called Duck Soup Publishing. If you type in Sakaya's Corner, it'll still come up.
It'll still come up. That's so awesome.
Yes.
And I love that you have Zane Booker in here because his birthday is today.
Yes. When you were shouting him out, I was like, hey. I actually got to, I worked with Zane at Howard University. He was one of our choreographers.
Oh, shush.
Yes. Zane Booker, Ray Mercer.
Yes.
I mean, like, I really, again, I was just so blessed to have the experiences I've had.
Yes.
Like, really.
I love to have Tally Beatty in here because he's not spoken of enough. And when we think about true jazz, I mean, the inspiration for Hello West Side Story.
Yes.
Tally Beatty. For real. Ulysses Dove. I mean, you know, all the way up to Samuel Raven Wilkinson, who inspired Misty Copeland. I mean, just.
And I really wanted to make sure I had not levels, but different time periods. So
Yeah.
I wanted it to be that children, if they, because everybody's on their iPads and stuff now, so if they decided to Google some of these people, they weren't all, you know, passed on. I wanted them to be able to see some of these people dancing today.
Yeah.
Like if I want to go look, I want to go see her right now. Like I wanted that to be possible, but also when you read some of the biographies, some of the dancers train some under some of the other dancers that are
exactly.
In the book. That was important too. Yeah.
Yes. Eartha Kitt, come on, Dudley
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Oh, Dudley Williams, late great Dudley. This is, I mean, it's such a fun book, guys. And again, the link to the book and her Kiana's website is in my bio, right? It's just like good for you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank
yeah,
you.
and are you able to like how does it work? Are you able to like mass produce it, or you have a bunch of copies that you sell at the studios?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Are you able to like sell them like where you teach or in person at your studios?
So actually, 2 of the studios that I work at bought copies for every student in the
what?
Yeah, that like touched me so much. They bought enough for each student to take home a copy for free. So that is so amazing.
Oh, I just got chills. That's
yeah.
Oh, my friend Zenda just said the same thing. That is so fabulous.
It is. It really, really is. That just warmed my heart. I really am working with some amazing, amazing people. But I got a huge amount. And, you know, if you want to buy in bulk, if you want to buy just one, whatever you want to do, we got you. Yes.
I love this. And I am just so thankful that you sent your message to me and we have this moment together. And I can't wait to eventually meet you in person. I feel like our paths are forever connected now.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, and I love it. Even in the back, you have even more, you know, you have complexions listed back here. Kankarang, West African dance. I mean, I've literally had almost all of these companies at Summer Stage. This is wonderful.
Yes, that's
Dallas Black Dance.
Yeah.
Melissa Young, honey.
I wanted to put.
Uh-oh, we lost your sound. Can you still hear me? We lost your sound. There you go.
Can you hear me?
There you go.
Okay. The What Will You Be page right next to the dance companies, because I tell my students all the time that what you're learning in dance, no matter if you want to be a professional dancer or a doctor or whatever, what you're learning in here, you're going to need everywhere else. The discipline, the discipline is key. Like the discipline of dance will have you disciplined for anything. If you can get up and go to class at 6:30 in the morning, you can do anything. Literally. So that page was really important to me because you also see in the book that, okay, these people were dancers for years and then they went on to be choreographers and then they went on to be doctors or whatever it is that they chose to do. So that was really, really key to me.
That's so beautiful. Yeah, and at the bottom of it, it says dancers are determined, resilient, organized, and strong. You can be anything that you put your mind to because you are destined for greatness. Yes. Listen, any of y'all watching and you have some young dancers in your lives or even just for yourselves, get this book. I'm telling you, get this book. It's so inspiring. It really is. So any last words or thoughts for us before I let you go?
Oh, so I signed all my books, Dream It, Dance It, Do It. And my grandfather, he was like, I don't know what that means. I don't dance. But I just was like, yes, dream it, like whatever you come up with, whatever you can think of. Dance it is just putting the action behind it. Yes. So dream it, put the action behind it, and make it happen. That's literally dream it, dance it, do it means.
Yes, so, come on, Kiana Ebone.
Yes,
you are brilliant, sis, and I am so thankful for this conversation today.
Thank you.
And let people know, it'll be archived also on I'll send you the YouTube link so you can share
yes.
it. And
yes.
if you're just tuning in and miss any portion of this brilliant conversation, It'll be saved on my archive. You can go back and watch the rest of it. But this has been so amazing. And I
Thank you
appreciate
so
you for
much.
coming on and taking this time on your Friday to talk to us and to me. This is wonderful. So good luck with everything. And keep
Thank
me
you.
posted on your goings on. If you're in the city, let me know. If I'm in
I
Baltimore,
will.
I'll let you know.
Yes, come on.
Yes. So brilliant. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay
Thank you.
safe. God
You too.
bless you. And I will see you somehow, somewhere soon.
Yes, soon.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye,
Yes.
everyone.
Okay. You know how to let yourself out? Okay.
I found
That's
it.
we're gonna hang out. Oh my God. Wasn't she brilliant? Come on, y'all. That's the future right there. She is the future. The future is here, and her name is Kiana Ebone. Okay, thank you. That was amazing. So again, her book is ABC, Dance Like Me, and I have a copy in my house. So please support. Again, her website is in my bio. Just go to my profile page, click, the link tree, and you will find her website as the top link on my bio. And there's other links in there for people that I support as well. But brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. This is so inspiring. This is so inspiring. And again, dream it, dance it, do it. We all need to hear that. We all need to hear that every single day. Dream it, dance it, just do it. Just do it. Yeah, so thank you to Kiana. Thank you guys for tuning in. My guest next week, I'm super excited. She said yes, and hopefully she'll be able to still make it. But next week is my fellow former Alvin Ailey co-dancer, Ms. Raquel Chavis. Yes, the queen Raquel Chavis. She has a new project out, a jazz show that she on Vimeo that we're going to talk about, that she's promoting, and she's wonderful. And we danced together in Alvin Ailey for many years, and so she's my guest next week. And someone asked me earlier about the artwork. So yes. This one was gifted to me by Camille Brown. She was honoring me for my work in dance and uplifting, dance companies of color, specifically Black dance companies, which I was so honored. And the artwork was done by an artist named Akil Ka. And so it represents my singing life as Sugar Bush, and also my dance, obviously my dance life. And then to my right, this was an actual poster or photo from a show that I did in Brooklyn years ago, and with my band Sugar Bush. And the artist Noah G. Pop, took the photo, but then created this painting from it. So I've just been really honored and blessed and gifted with just love from so many people across my various careers. So yes, that is it for today. Anything else I can share with you? I don't think so, but stay safe in these streets. Have a wonderful weekend and support the arts. Continue to uplift each other and be kind. And yeah, support Kiana Ebone. Support. I will see you next week and have a wonderful weekend. Bye.